Your friendly neighborhood YouTuber is rated PG-13. Parental advisory, explicit content. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey, what's up everyone? It's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber guys, and we are back here again with another action figure review! That's right, we are back with Katana. Yeah, I finally got this figure in the mail, guys. As you guys know, I've slowly been collecting the Killer Croc Build-A-Figure pieces, or should I say collect and connect. I think this is the last collect and connect from DC. Of course, McFarlane has taken over that. So I really wanted to build this Killer Croc. Excuse me, that wasn't me. That was the box moving across the table. I didn't fart. So you guys know I wanted to build this Killer Croc, not only because it was the last wave from DC, but also it was a really, really awesome Killer Croc. I've been waiting on this chick to show up at my doorstep for a while now. It didn't. I had to go to the post office. It's just one of those things, you know, when you order stuff in the mail and then for whatever reason, I don't know why, they don't end up at your doorstep. You have to end up going to the post office to go pick it up. So I had to go to the post office to go pick this chick up. And yeah, so I finally got her. I finally got the piece, the torso to the Killer Croc. So that means I have all the freaking pieces. So stay tuned, guys, because after this review, I'm going to build the Killer Croc, and I'm going to do a review of the Killer Croc, and we're going to do some comparisons of the Killer Croc, and also, you know, stay tuned towards the end of the video, guys, where we're going to do comparisons of Katana as well. So here are all the figures. Of course, I didn't review all the figures because I wasn't interested in all the figures, even though this line seemed pretty decent. It seemed pretty decent. KG Beast was a good figure. If you guys saw that review, I had my gripes. Didn't pick up Alfred Pennyworth. Didn't pick up Penny. I didn't want him. I did a review of Red Hood. He was okay. If you guys saw that video, then you know my gripes. Didn't really care for the Batman or the Robin, because I already have Batmans in my collection, and I already had a Robin. Even though that Robin looked pretty decent, I didn't really want another Robin in my collection. And through the figures that I've reviewed so far, they really haven't been that great. KG Beast and Red Hood are the only figures that I reviewed, and the rest of the collect and connect pieces for the Killer Croc, I just kind of ordered separately and bought them separately. Okay, guys, so if you're ready for another review, let's do this review. If you guys don't want to watch my crappy review, then you can always fast forward to the video and watch some comparisons of Katana and other figures, specifically from DC. So let's pop this out, or if you guys want to enjoy this craptastic, wonderful review, this last review that we are going to get from the DC Multiverse lineup from Mattel. Is this from Mattel? Yeah, from Mattel. Then, you know, you guys can go ahead and watch it. Watch this review. I guarantee it's going to be entertaining. And I want to apologize ahead of time, guys, because I'm a little, well, not sick, but I've had this like weird, like sore throat. You ever have that sore throat where there's like feels like a piece of hair in the back of your throat, like an itchy throat, but it's like on one side? That's kind of how it is with me. So I apologize, and I'm a little bit congested as well too. So it's just that time of the year. Okay, so let's take out the torso piece. Pretty nice, guys. Pretty nice, I have to admit. Pretty nice. So yeah, stay tuned. After I do this review, I'm going to do the review of Killer Croc. So here's Katana. This is my first Katana figure ever. Yeah, unfortunately it had to be the end of the Mattel days in order for me to pick up a Katana figure. But then again, a lot of the Katana figures that I saw, I didn't really care too much for. And she might have to be warmed up because her legs are stiff. But that's with all the ladies, you know? Sorry. That was a bad joke. I apologize. All the ladies have to be warmed up. So, she got some long legs too, man. Look at that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You want some of this? You want some of this, bad boy? I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to creep you out. Yeah, but she definitely does need to be warmed up. So there is the Katana figure. And Mattel, man, they just... I'm kind of glad McFarlane has taken over this line. Even though we've all seen, if you guys been watching, if you guys are toy collectors and McFarlane collectors as well, or fans of McFarlane, we've all seen the lineup by now, and the releases are coming out as we speak of the McFarlane DC figures, and yeah, they don't look too great. As a McFarlane fan, they don't look too promising, but then again, they have to be reviewed. And I'm even though I love McFarlane, as you guys know, I review a lot of McFarlane figures, especially a lot of old figures, Spawn figures. But I think a lot of those DC figures, the Batman and Superman figures, I think I'm going to pass up. I don't think I'm going to review those figures. I think I'll wait for other toy reviewers to spend their money, review those figures, and then if they like it, and I'll have to look at the reviews myself. So that's why we are toy reviewers, so we can review the figures and let you know if they're worth the pickup. So, me, I'm no exception. Even though I'm a toy reviewer, I still watch other people's reviews. And that's one of the main reasons why I end up buying figures, is because I like the way it looks, I like the way it was reviewed, and usually the toy reviewer says, oh yeah, this is an awesome figure, pick it up, blah blah blah. This is how the Killer Croc came to be. A lot of people seem to like this Killer Croc Build-A-Figure, and that's why I decided to build the Killer Croc, watching other people's reviews. So here's Katana, guys. Back to the person at hand. So yeah, she has to be warmed up a little bit. She does have the break right here underneath her boobies. Head is on a ball joint. Legs, yeah, do you guys even care about the articulation? I mean, she has pretty much the same articulation as almost every figure that we review. You know, she's not a Marvel legend, so she's not going to have spectacular articulation. So let's take out her hand, put in her holding hand for the sword, obviously, because we want to give her katana. I'm guessing this is a katana, right? Hence the name Katana. So there is the katana. There's Katana holding the katana. And man, this just looks... I might have to find her another sword, guys, because this sword just looks so gigantic in her hand. You know, that's one thing I didn't like about this lineup, guys, is everything wasn't proportionally accurate. The DC Red Hood's hood head was gigantic compared to his body. KG Beast legs were too short, and I'm not talking about the rapper. But yeah, everything is just out of proportion. I'm glad Mattel is no longer doing these multiverse figures. But with that being said, guys, let's break out the other figures that I just mentioned and do some comparisons. Okay guys, so here is Katana standing next to the other two figures that I reviewed. The only two figures that I really wanted from this wave, because I don't have a KG Beast in my collection. I don't have a Red Hood in my collection. I mean, listen, they're not bad figures, but they're not great figures. You get what you paid for. You know, I think they could be a little bit cheaper. I think in the months to come, they're going to drop down in price like a lot of the DC figures that usually come out and then they drop down in price, especially the multiverse figures. But yeah, I mean, they don't look too bad. I mean, you put them in your collection, they look good. You know, you put them next to each other, they look good, you know, standing next to each other. So I can't complain, guys. I mean, she's not too bad. I'm glad I have a Katana in my collection to go with these guys right here. And as you guys see, off to the right and left, we have Cyborg over here, and then we have Batman, my other two multiverse figures that I have in my collection. I didn't pick up too many multiverse figures, but I guess they go pretty well together, the multiverse figures. So I'm pretty happy with them. I'm not gonna lie. So, but here's Katana. Let's do some measurements, and let's also do some comparisons too with her and some other female figures as well before I give you my rating of this Katana figure. And if you guys are sitting through this video and watching this video, give yourself a thumbs up. So she stands 6.5 inches, guys. So let's compare her with some other figures, female figures specifically. Okay, guys. So here is Katana with some other, a few other badass chicks. We have X-23, and we have the other Katana from Mortal Kombat. Of course, this Katana right here kind of overshadows both these Katanas and height-wise. Both of these Katanas, they're very, very small figures. I think if she's at 6.5, these have to be like at 5.5 inches. But here is Katana with the other Katana. This is the Mezco Katana right here. Bless myself. Not too shabby, not too shabby. So here's Katana with X-23. And you see what I'm saying, guys? See the height difference. And I don't know if it's because her head is more... Like, if you put them next to each other, they look like the same height and the same proportions and everything. And then, boom. She has some really, really long legs, you know what I mean? But then again, I'm not mad at that. I love women with long legs. So, but compared to X-23, but when you hold her right here, they look like the same height, right? Because they're the same size, proportionally. The head, the arms, everything, the boobies. The torso, it all pretty much looks the same, but they're not the same. Like, she has an inch on her, so this Katana has got some long legs. Look at that compared to X-23. Look at this. So yeah, I definitely love women with long legs. So, and yeah, she does have a nice form. Okay, guys, so let me give you my rating of this Katana figure. Being that it's my very, very first Katana figure ever. I do mean ever. I mean, she's not too shabby. I do like the style overall. I do like the hair overall. It's a nice touch. The face is a nice touch. I know the mask is a part of her wardrobe, but I definitely would like to have seen like an interchangeable head to where I can see her beautiful face without the mask. I think that would have looked awesome. You know what I mean? If we got a Katana without the mask. You know what I mean? But I understand that's a part of her costume, so... but it would have been nice with an interchangeable head. Nice figure overall, guys. It's decent, it's plain. Sometimes simplistic is the best way to go. And I do like this Katana figure. So on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, you know, I'm going to be a little bit generous, and I'm going to give her a 6.5. I wish there was a little bit more detail in it, but I understand it's a Mattel, it's a DC Multiverse figure. My only gripe with this figure is this sword, man, just looks freaking ridiculous. I need to get her another sword because the handle to the sword is just so fat. And it just doesn't look right, you know what I mean? I think if you give her a more realistic looking sword, I think she would look 100 times better, you know what I mean? But yeah, I give it a 6.5, guys. So yeah, if you guys are into collecting DC figures, and if you want to get this torso, this Killer Croc torso, and if you're just looking to buy the torso itself, just to get the Killer Croc torso, I say just buy the figure, because the torso is going to be around the same price as the figure itself, you know what I mean? So you're just better off just getting the figure instead of just buying the torso if you really want to build this Killer Croc. Alright guys, so there was my little review of Katana. Stay tuned. After this video, I'm going to do a review. I'm going to build this Killer Croc, and I'm going to do a review of the Killer Croc figure. So there was my little review of Katana, guys. If you guys like this little review, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want to receive more cool, epic reviews like this. And there you guys have it. There was my little review of Katana. Leave your thoughts in the comments section, and we'll go ahead and leave it at that. I just want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next review.